marami pa rin na Filipino are really struggling
Mm.
on how they can really sustain their everyday living expenses.
Mm.
Maybe because we are not really aware of really the financial planning. So pag sinabi kasing financial planning, ito yung you have to sit down, write down all your expenses, write down your income, where you get your income, and then learn how to invest them. And
Mm.
really will take discipline talaga.
Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Nandito na naman po tayo sa ating palabas na 4H. Alam niyo naman, anong ibig sabihin ng 4H? Happiness, Health, Hope, at saka Humor. Ngayong gabi, ito tayo sa Season 1, Episode 5. Ang ating panauhin ay walang iba kundi si Julie Miranda na ang pag-uusapan niya ay financial planning. Julie, pwede bang pakilala mo sarili mo ng konti at saka bakit ka napunta sa financial planning?
Hi, good evening, everyone. And I know we're supposed to talk Taglish because of the, you know, just bear with me. Sometimes I talk in English
Oh,
or Tagalog. But anyway, I've been in the industry of insurance and investment for the last 20 years.
wow.
I started. I started when I was in, I think I started in training, then moved to real estate. Then I realized I have some extra money. And I said I wanted to invest my money. So sabi ko, siguro the best way to invest is to learn stock market and mutual
Mm.
funds that time. That was almost 30 years ago, no? So, but then I ended up understanding insurance because one of a friend of mine said that I can learn insurance so that I can invest some of my money there. So from there, from understanding the insurance protection, then I've learned to understand mutual funds, a little bit about stock market,
Hmm?
and a little bit about forex, and then recently the cryptocurrencies.
Uy, okay yan ah.
Wow.
Mukhang,
Because
go ahead, go ahead.
kami ang life ko
Mm.
in the industry of investments. So I talk to clients, people who wants to invest,
Mm.
want to save, and at the same time they want to grow their money.
Mm.
So I started that way. It started with me, then I introduced it, pinakilala ko sa mga kapatid ko, siblings,
Mm.
cousins, people around me. So I have been working with clients for, yeah, 20 years na.
Tagal na nga, ano? Alam mo, para sa ating mga panauhin, si Julie kasi matagal ko nang kilala ito. Naalala ko pa dati nung miyembro pa kami sa simbahan namin yung growth group na tinatawag na Sun Life. Ayan, no? So, nung mga panahon na yun, nakita ko yung pinagmulan talaga, yung pinanggalingan ni Julie kasi nung panahon na yun, maliit lang na apartment yung tinitiran nila. Tapos, syempre, nagsisimula pa lang siya sa career niya. Pero gulat ako kasi as the years went by, nung lumipas yung panahon, maya meron ng bagong sasakyan si Julie. First time doon ko narinig yung, hay naku, nabangga ako. So, yung bang, napakalaking problema niya kasi syempre, yung insurance, yung papaayos niya sa talyer. Sabi ko, hindi ito problema dati ni Julie kasi dati wala pa siyang sasakyan pero nagkaroon siya ng sasakyan dahil sa kanyang sipag at tiyaga. Ngayon, nakakapagpasyal na siya sa kung saan-saang bahagi ng mundo. So, Julie, saan mo nakuha yung inspirasyon or kung tawagin natin, what drives you? Ano yung nagtulak sa'yo na maging eksperto dito?
At first, I just wanted to invest.
Mm.
And got involved in the industry of insurance. I said, I can do this as a business.
Mm.
And then
Sige.
later on, as I learn, this is not just about the business of insurance. This is a personal finance program wherein you will learn how to save, grow your money, how to invest. And then later on, I work with clients who have extra funds and they wanted to invest their money because a lot of Filipinos during that time and even after now are the same.
Mm.
They Most of them, yes, they want to save, they want to learn how to invest, but they cannot really save as a habit. It
Mm.
is a force. Kailangang pilitin.
Oh, ang dami kasi, ang daming yung mga tinatawag nating biglang yaman. Tapos pag pag payday, ubos ka agad. Kaya wala pang isang linggo, wala na.
Alam mo ba, that was how many years ago, no? And the same attitude, the same concerns, the same problem. And the worst is, parang up to now, marami pa rin na Filipino are really struggling
Mm.
on how they can really sustain their everyday living expenses.
Mm.
Maybe because we are not really aware of really the financial planning. So pag sinabi kasing financial planning, ito yung you have to sit down, write down all your expenses,
Mm.
write down your income, where you get your income, and then learn how to invest them. And
Mm.
really will take discipline talaga. Hindi
Mm.
lang siya yung pinag-aralan mo, uh, nagpakadalubhasa ka, kailangan pa rin yung discipline na itatabi mo ang pera mo at hindi mo siya gagastusin. Dati kasi, pag nag-save ka, 'di ba? Like for example, you earn money, kumita ka. Tapos ang unang gagawin, gagastusin. Tapos tsaka sila magse-save.
Mm.
But you know what? What you should do, alam mga kababayan, no?
Mm.
What we should do is when we receive income from any sources of income, whether it's salary, investment, kinita natin sa investment, sa business, or anumang sources yan, we have to keep them first and then ibawas yung isa-save natin. For example, makakapag-save tayo ng 10, 15, I don't know, it's up to you, 5, 10, 15, 20. And then that's the only time you can spend. So,
Mm.
meaning income minus savings equals expenses.
Wow.
Yun.
Okay. Ay, so
And
yun
we
yung formula. Yun.
Yeah, we should do it continuously for a long time.
Mm.
So hindi lang siya short term, mid term, or long term.
Mm.
So that's the way to start.
Mm.
Hindi naman siya talagang rocket science.
Okay. Julie, may tanong ko lang, no, kasi meron akong mga na-interview dati, halimbawa, tulad ni Lima Nalaysay na financial planning din kasi yung kanyang expertise, na meron siyang sinusunod na formula na i-invest mo daw, sabi niya. Hindi lang natutulog sa bangko, kumbaga. Kasi sabi nga niya, talo daw talaga pag ilagay mo lang sa bangko, nalulugi ka pa dahil maliit yung interest rate eh. So Julie, sa'yo, meron ka bang recommended na percentages?
Okay. There is always a rule, no? But
Mm.
as pag nag-umpisa ka kasi, remember the tithe na napag-aralan natin sa church, no? Sabi nga, bigyan natin ng 10% tithe si Lord kasi sa kanya nanggaling yan. So, ako kasi I practice the 10% or even more, or well, it depends sometimes, no? So, like, I practice the 10% and then the 10 I started, and now I no longer save the 10%. I save more than that. So it's up to you, depende na sa situation mo. You have
Mm.
to give first to the Lord
Mm.
and then another percentage for yourself, meaning for the old you. Kasi there's a
Mm.
young you and
Mm.
there's going to be the old you someday. So
Mm.
you have to save another percentage. It can be 10, 15, 20. It's up to you. And
Mm.
then the rest you can spend for your monthly expenses. At least continuously you're saving a percentage for yourself in the future. Aside from emergency funds, ha?
Mm.
Kasi iba pa yung emergency fund.
Oh,
By the
yes.
we have to save for yung salary natin ng 6 months, isa-save natin for our emergency fund.
Mm.
Pero sa totoo lang, during the pandemic, kulang yung 6 months na
Oh,
yun.
yep.
Diba? So,
Okay.
yan yun. Actually, it's more of dapat ang habit natin is more of a saver.
Mm.
Kailangan may tinatabi talaga tayo na percentage for our old you, for the old you. Kasi
Mm.
sooner or later or someday, we will get old,
Mm.
baka mamaya magkasakit tayo or
Mm.
ma-disable. This is preparation for any uneventful in the future, yung may uncertainties.
Mm.
Yon. So, kailangan natin yon.
Pero Julie, may tanong ko lang, no? Kasi halimbawa, marami sa ating mga nakikinig, siguro pag iniisip nila yung mga halaga na halimbawa 20,000, 30,000, baka unattainable sa kanila yon, or parang maaaring may nakikinig sa atin kasi halimbawa jeepney driver, or siguro may stall sa palengke, ganun, no? Um, para sa'yo, ano yung entry level na kaya naman ng tao na subukan niya para halimbawa mag-invest?
Anyway, I love the question. You know why?
Mm.
I started with people who started from very small investment
Mm.
until
Mm.
I get to know people who can afford to invest big.
Mm.
I remember the domestic helpers. Kasi sabi nila, oh baka kasi pang mayaman lang yan, Julie. Hindi, actually. I'll tell you a story, one of the story of a maid of a friend of mine who started to invest.
Uy, okay
It's
ito.
like a 1,000 a month or
Mm.
500 pesos a month.
Mm.
That was 10 years ago, ah. So, as she continued to invest the 1,000 every month, sinisave niya yon kasi meron siyang anak na 4 and widow siya that time.
Mm.
So, sabi niya, Julie, maliliit pang anak ko. So, I wanted to save for my children so that by that time, I have some funds for their education. So, try po natin. Kasi magkano lang po yung maiipon nyo by the
Mm.
time na magkaroon ng educational fund, no? For your children. So, let's start with the 500 and then a 1,000 every month.
Mm.
And then I ask her to bought a policy that will save para hindi niya makuha at maitabi niya ng matagal. This is
Oh.
the real story of Teresa. Teresa, her real name.
Mm.
And 10 years after, when she really need that policy, she said na meron na akong panganay na ipapaaralin ko ng college. I don't have much fund. Maybe I can get that policy and I can withdraw.
Mm.
During that time, nakapag-withdraw siya ng 300,000.
Wow.
Ito yung ipon niya for the
Ah.
last 10 years at
Mm.
nakapagpaaral siya ng college student na panganay. So yung
Very
panganay
good.
niya ngayon, dahil malalaki naman yung agwat ng mga kapatid niya, nakapagpaaral siya rin ng kapatid.
Mm.
Up to the time nakaipon silang magkaroon ng funds for their sari-sari store.
Ba,
So,
talaga
yan ang
naman.
story ni Teresa. It
Mm.
started from 500 peso every month.
Mm.
Continuously for the next 10 years. Tiyaga yun.
Mm.
Hanggang sa makuha niya. So, may story akong ganyan, ha? So,
No.
hindi lang siya pangmayaman.
Mm.
It's for people out there na they want to really start somewhere.
Mm.
Ganon yun. So, ano lang talaga siya tiyaga lang. It
Mm.
started from, you can start saving 100 pesos, set it aside in one piggy bank or
Mm.
yung, di ba meron tayong parang piggy bank na alkansya.
Oo nga.
And then I have another story, my daughter.
Oh,
When she
yan.
was 7 years
Ayos.
old, I
Sige.
told her, and she was listening to me.
Mm.
Sabi niya, ano yung, that young age, she said, ano yung short-term, mid-term, and long-term form of savings? So
Okay.
sabi ko, ang short-term, pag 5 years time, you need the money, you can get the money.
Mm.
This is to invest or save for the next 5 years. And sabi
Mm.
niya, Mami, it's so long naman, 5 years. Hindi mo mapapansin. It will, hindi mo siya mapapansin, nandyan na yan.
Mm.
Alam mo, yung hindi ka na, magugulat ka. Ang bilis ng panahon.
Mm.
And then, midterm, meaning 10 years. Pag sinabing long term, 20 years. No? So, meron talagang time, the way you can save and invest. I know, mahaba, pero magugulat ka, hindi mahaba. Kasi like, I've been here for 20 years and a lot of
Mm.
my clients who started with me 5 years, mamaya 10 years na, mamaya 15 years na, nag 20 years na, nagmamature na yung policy nila, and
Mm.
it's so amazing, nakakatuwa. I still see them, I talk to them. Going back again to my daughter, sabi niya, sige mami, ganito pala yan. So I remember, I bought her a piggy bank, yung alkansya na nababasag, ng
Okay.
pig siya pig. Maliit na piggy, medium na piggy, and a large piggy.
Oh.
Dun sa small na piggy, tig-pipiso.
Mm.
Tapos doon sa medium, yung tig 5 pesos. Tapos yung big piggy, yung tig 10 peso. Na
Mm.
coins
Mm.
So, naipon yon. I can't remember how many years yon. But, I remember na binasag lahat yon. It was like 719 pesos. Tapos pumunta kami ng bank at dineposit niya. She started that way.
Mm.
And she now invests in mutual funds. She has her own insurance policies.
Mm.
And she even can talk about cryptocurrency. I did not teach her about cryptocurrency. She learned it from their school. So this
Ba?
young Gen Z generation na college graduate or
Mm.
college student pa lang, they are learning how to invest. So ahead sila.
Mm. Oo nga, mukhang mas mabilis makaunawa ang mga kabataan ngayon eh. Kasi syempre, sila yung generation, yung anak mo, I suppose, belongs to Gen Z, kung tawagin. Sila yung mga, sa pagiging sanggol pa lang, may access na sa mga tablet, sa mga
Correct.
cellphone. Kung
Oo,
kaya,
tama, tama.
alam na alam nila. Maaring
Actually,
nung,
ang gagaling ng Gen Z ngayon. They're
oo.
very knowledgeable.
Mm.
Hindi mo na sila kailangan turuan. They know it. The only way we can do for them is to guide them
Mm.
and to, yeah, show them the way. Kasi
Mm.
they can make mistakes kasi they don't know the history. May history
Mm.
tayo eh. That's the difference of our generation. We have our history, we have the experience, we have the
Mm.
wisdom.
Mm.
They don't have that. They only
Mm.
have the Google.
Oh, yeah.
They have the ways
Oo.
or whatever it is, no? What they have the AI now or Chat
Mm.
GPT.
So,
So parang
para
ganon. It's so amazing how
mm.
everything involved.
Okay.
Bills,
Oo.
tapos ATM or
Mm.
card, credit
Mm.
card. Ngayon naman, ano na, crypto na, digital money na,
Mm.
e-wallet na. Dati, wallet lang. Grabe,
Oo
no?
nga naman, oo. Kasi
Oo,
ngayon pwede na magbayad using PayPal, GCash, yung mga
correct.
ganun. Ah, Julie, mai-summarize ko lang muna para sa ating mga panauhin para hindi natin sila masyadong maiwanan, no? Like, halimbawa, nabanggit po ni Julie na para lang we're on the same track na kahit na yung hamak na katulong lang noon, single mother na may 4 na pinalalaking anak, ay nakayanan niyang mag-ipon hanggang sa lumaki at umabot ng 300,000 na pagpaaral niya yung kanyang panganay. Kaya ngayon may sari-sari store sila. O sabi rin ni Julie na mismo yung anak niya ay nag-i-invest na ngayon. At hindi lamang sa mga traditional investment instruments kung tawagin, meaning time deposit, naglalaro na rin siya sa cryptocurrency. So, Julie, matanong kita, kung halimbawa, kasi ito medyo controversial itong topic na to, ano? Halimbawa, may taong interesadong sumali sa cryptocurrency. Ano yung mga payo na pwede mong ibigay sa ating mga panauhin? Kasi maraming natatakot dyan minsan eh. Hindi kasi nila naintindihan.
Yes, actually, I love the question. 2017, when I discovered coins.ph, it's an electronic wallet. during that time, 2014, it wasn't really popular then.
Mm.
So they don't understand what is electronic wallet. I started to understand, I started to own. So since then, I have a coins.ph, that's electronic wallet. 2016, yeah, 2016, I was introduced to Bitcoin, the number one cryptocurrency that is very expensive nowadays.
Mm.
I think it came to a point where the worth is 6 million per BTC. We call it BTC.
Wow. Mm.
Yes, and it went down to 4M recently. It
Mm.
goes 4,
Mga
5,
ganun,
6.
ganun. Mm-mm.
Did you know that during the 2016, it was only 300,000 pesos? When I realized the Bitcoin. So then I invested actually in
Mm.
a platform that were selling Bitcoin during 2016, 2017, and 2018, even up to 2020. So there were two platforms that we were doing for many years then. The other one 6 years, the other one was 4 years. And then after 2020, before pandemic, it closed.
Oh.
So imagine the investment that we went through. So sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. So
Mm.
there, I invested in cryptocurrency and primarily the Bitcoin and then the Ethereum. I
Mm.
remember Ethereum that time was 30,000 and it is now 180 to 190,000 nowadays. That's the Ethereum, the second um parang the second popular among cryptocurrencies. And if
Okay.
I'm going to invest, yes, you can invest. You just have to really understand how it works and how it
Mm.
goes. Kasi
Mm.
napaka-volatile ng crypto. It's like when I was learning how to play stock market, it was volatile. Pero mas matindi ang cryptocurrencies.
Mm.
So but then even GCash now has crypto and
Mm.
young generation like Gen Z, they invest in GCash. There's a crypto in GCash. And
Nakita ko nga.
I can understand that kasi I know coins.ph eh.
Mm.
So marami na kasing noon ang nasa wallet pa lang, they were like selling 3 lang, tatlong klase lang. Ngayon, ang dami na, iba-iba na. Iba-iba na yung mga names, may mga
Mm.
Shiba, may mga Tons, may mga BNC, USDT, and I love talking about it because I understand. I understand the world of crypto. You just have to learn how to play and invest or
Okay.
else masusunog ka.
Mm. May nabanggit ka kasi na very volatile siya, no? In other words, um, it's probably more volatile. If I had to guess, mas volatile siya kaysa halimbawa sa stock market na may mga trends kasi ang pwedeng bantayan eh. Yung pinapanood mo yung movement ng stocks, no? Up or down. So you can make educated guesses kung kikita or matatalo. Parang ano eh, parang ganito eh. Pag si Trump halimbawa magagalit sa Russia or sasawayin si Zelensky, biglang bagsak. Pero kung halimbawa nabalitaan natin, oh, nagkasundo na sila uli, umakyat na naman kasi nagkakaroon ng
Yeah.
stability. Pero yung crypto,
Actually,
mm,
during that time when I studied stock market,
mm,
kasi it was ang movement kasi niyan yung mga tao. It's human intervention. See, during that time, ang stock market is played by human. Pag
mm,
sinabing up and down,
mm,
may nagmo-move niyan eh.
mm.
So, hindi pa siya robotics or hindi pa siya AI. But
Oh.
nowadays, for the last 2 years, I've been hearing about algorithm.
Mm,
So now you can play stock market using algo and cryptocurrency using algo. So you're no longer studying the fundamental analysis or technical analysis of stock market
uy,
or yung mga tip nilang sinasabi or cut loss of
mm,
in forex.
mm,
In cryptocurrency, meron na rin kasing algo na sinusundan.
ah,
May hawig sila ng stock market. Ang
okay.
hawig nila is when you put your money there a little longer, mas kumikita siya. But
Mm.
you have to be watchful. Malikot masyado ang cryptocurrency. So alam mo
Okay.
kung kailan ka lalabas, kung kailan
Mm.
ka papasok. It's
Mm.
like in stock market, when will you buy and when will you
Sell.
sell?
Mm.
Pero sa akin kasi, no, looking back, let's say I started in stock market noong 2006 when it was really very high. The index was around 8,000 to 9,000 and it went down noong 2008, like nangalahati yun eh. Then
Mm.
it went up again. And then during 2019, it went to as high as 9,000 index.
Mm.
And then 2020, it went down to 4,000 index. So imaginein mo yung nalulugi talaga siya.
Mm.
But hindi ka malulugi, it's only a paper loss, they say. If
Mm.
you don't get out from it, you just leave it there.
Mm.
Kailangan mahaba ang PC mo. Pwede ka naman mag-start ng 2008, 2006, not getting the money from 2006 and leaving it there up to 2026, for example. So,
Okay.
magkakaroon siya ng average.
Mm.
Makikita mo na hindi ka naman talaga malulugi. Yun nga lang, mahabang panahon. You
Mm. At
really
saka
have to
pag
stay
ganun
a
ganun.
little
No?
longer. Kasi malikot
Mm.
yan eh.
Mm.
Average, the stock market can earn around 8 to 10% average, no, for the last 10 years. Ang bonds was earning 4% for the last 10 years.
Mm.
So if you need the money right away, better to invest in bonds
Mm.
kasi ang bonds hindi siya masyado volatile.
Yes,
While the
yes.
stock market or the corporate stock market, medyo volatile yan. So you have
Mm.
to stay, kailangan magstay ka dyan. Yung pera mo will stay like 5 to 10 years.
Mm.
Unlike bonds, mga 5 years, okay lang. Babawi
Mm.
ka dyan.
Eh,
But the stock market, medyo matagal. So,
mm.
matagalan talaga. Hindi siya yung mabilisan. Ang
Mm.
crypto, mabilis.
Mm.
Kasi,
Mm.
pwede kang umalis. I mean, ano ka, exit ka, mag-entry ka, mabilis siya.
Mm.
Kaya lang nakabantay ka.
Yun. Julie, pag-usapan muna natin ng konti yung crypto, no? Kasi meron akong mga kilala, may isa nga kapitbahay, no, na ang laking nawala sa kanya kasi ang ang sinabi niya, ang binitawan niya salita na-scam ako. Ganyan, no? Na-scam daw
Ah,
siya. So, she lost something like 280K
okay.
of her personal funds na kasi kinuha niya galing sa savings niya yon, tapos nagtiwala kasi siya sa isang tao na nagpresenta sa
Trader
kanya.
daw, trader.
Oo, tapos pinadala niya yung pera, then after less than a month, no, after less than a month biglang nawala na, pero the good news of course is nahuli na rin finally. So ano na, may trial na ongoing, and hopefully she will be able to get back
Actually,
her money.
maraming ganyan. I
Mm.
know.
Mm.
Kasi I see them a lot.
Oh,
My
okay.
exposure is there outside. So,
Mm. Mm.
I know what you're talking about. I cannot even say, I know what you're talking. I cannot even say the name of that app.
Yep.
May idea ko. Actually, I have so many ideas
Oo.
in terms of pag nakita ko lang yung app, alam ko na scam.
Mm.
Isang tingin ko pa lang sa app na yan, isang
Mm.
tingin ko pa lang sa program, ay scam na
Mm.
yan. So,
Mm.
kasi we cannot just depend to a trader.
Mm.
They keep on saying they will invest in cryptocurrencies, then they will
Mm.
trade, then you will give
Mm.
the money, and then the next day
Mm.
wala na. Talagang
Yun na nga.
scam yun. Kasi hindi mo naman talaga naiintindihan ba't ka papasok doon tapos magbibigay ka
Oo.
ng 200 plus. Actually, kaya naloloko, especially yung mga
Mm.
seniors.
Yep.
Yung
But,
mga hindi nakaintindi. Don't
oo.
invest na something you don't know.
Mm.
I'd rather put it in stock market if you don't understand cryptocurrencies. So, or I'd rather put it in coins.ph kasi ang coins.ph very legal yan eh. Napakahigpit niyan
Mm.
eh. That's
Yes.
another electronic wallet or even GCash kasi it's there,
Mm.
nasa Philippines. Andiyan na yung GCash eh. Sa
Mm.
trader, tapos yung app niya is scam, obvious
Mm.
ba? Na
Yeah.
scam yun. Ang daming na scam sa ganyan,
Oo.
naniniwala sila.
So Julie, ang nire-recommend mo is go for the more established and reputable investment firms like or tools tulad ng GCash halimbawa na may crypto din siya, di ba? Um,
Yes.
ano ba yung minimum na pwede mong i-invest halimbawa pag GCash?
100 pesos.
Talaga?
Yes. Do you know that me and my daughter was playing
Ah,
that game?
ay,
She
parang
said, sabi niya, Mommy, do you have 200 or 300? Why? What will I do
hmm.
with my 300? I will invest it in crypto.
Oh,
Talaga.
talaga.
So, I'm giving her 500, 300, 200, and she's adding. And she said the last time she started only investing like 200 na naging 500 na.
Wow, ang galing mo naman, Jules. Yung anak mo, talaga, nagwagi siya. Ano yun, parang tinikman niya lang, tinry niya lang, tapos kahit papaano, lumago rin yung kanyang investment. Paano nangyari yun?
Actually, in the school, they have this class regarding cryptocurrencies. So they have an idea what it is all about. They found out that they can invest. So looking at the cryptocurrencies, she started to get curious and she asked more of it. Marami siyang tinanong about it, how she can buy, how to invest. These kids nowadays, they can easily get into it kasi para lang naglalaro sila. But
Mm.
they're using the real money. What I can just what I'll just do with her when we talk about this is I tell her where to invest, what to invest, and check the up and down, the when it will go up, when it will go down, and then when the time to get out, when the time to get in. So
Mm.
basically basic things like that. So it's
Mm.
easier for them to learn kasi nga there's still have this young mind.
Mm. Ah,
Yon.
so, isa-isahin natin, Julie. Unang-una, um, ano yung mga app na ginagamit niya? Kasi nabanggit na pwede rin naman pala sa GCash. Kasi ang GCash meron ding Bitcoin. Ayan, no? Pero ano yung pinakamainam?
I started using coins.ph since 2014. And up to now I've been using coins.ph. But
Oh.
Gcash, lately she started to look at it, meron pala inside. And she said, oh, meron pala inside of the Gcash. So there, I showed her na okay then. But I'm using coins.ph.
Oh, okay. Tapos, you mentioned a second very important aspect na yung bang advising her kung kailan mag-invest at kung kailan mag-withdraw siguro, no? Or
Yes. And
how,
and there
how
is
mm-mm.
and there is also what we call a platform called Binance. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Binance.
No.
Binance is also a platform where you can use how to buy and sell or exchanges cryptocurrency to peso, then it
Mm.
goes to your bank. So that's the platform that we're using. Kaya lang, binan siya sa Philippines.
Ganun.
So, binan siya sa Philippines. And alam mo naman ng Filipino, I don't know if some of them are still using it, pero it's a good platform. It started mga 2016, something like
Ah,
that. Hindi siya.
hindi
Kasi
na.
yung mga pinapasara naman nila are platform na talagang scam. A lot of people are
Ah,
using platforms. And
mm.
it's really a scam. Ito kasi like coins.ph is really an electronic wallet. It's legit and there's a legal paper na you can really put your money there. Ang Binance is also a platform, a portal where you can also play like cryptocurrency. Para ka naglalaro din ng stock market. So
So,
medyo medyo a little bit of pag-aaralan mo rin eh.
mm,
Ganun.
if you visit yung website nila, Jules, meron parang instructional kung how to get
Yeah,
started, ganyan.
yeah, meron din, oo.
Awesome.
Pag hindi ka sanay, it will take time. So, para siyang, kasi maybe because it's easier for me kasi I have this background in mutual funds,
Mhm.
in VUL life insurance with investment, stock market, a little bit of forex. So medyo interest ko siya. I don't know
Mm.
why involved with this. Maybe because yung iniikutan ko,
Mm.
it's all about money, investment, insurance. So doon ako nagka-interest and I didn't realize I have that kind of I have that kind of talent pala. Aside
Mm.
from speaking, I mean, in training,
Mm.
like that. Aside from sa sales, I have pala this. Kaya siguro ang major ko when I finished my college course is into accounting. So I have this, I don't know, I have that hidden talent pala.
Mm. Alam mo, Jules, ang tawag ko dyan, hindi talent kundi gift. Kasi,
Oh, maybe.
oh, di ba? Like ako, ang talent ko is to paint, to sculpt, photography. Kaya nga
Yeah.
artist circle ang suot kong ano eh. Pero, yung gift ko pala is teaching. Yun. So, apparently for you, your gift is understanding intuitively how to make money grow. In other words, talagang ang finance planning, no? So,
Yeah.
yan ang gift ni Julie, mga kaibigan. So, kung gusto niyo siyang makausap, gusto niyo siyang tanungin, hindi naman siya mahirap hanapin. Madaling hanapin si Julie. Siya ay nasa Facebook. Siya ay nasa LinkedIn. Nasaan ka
Yeah.
pa ba, Julie? Where else can they find you?
I have all of that. Facebook, I have a page. My page is Invest Wisely by Julie Prado Miranda. I have that page. And then I have TikTok. And then, although I'm not consistent, I'm just putting some content a little bit every now and then. And then IG there.
Ah, okay, sorry for my ignorance. Ano ba yung IG?
Instagram.
Okay, kita mo talagang gurang na. Hindi ko na alam. IG pala, ibig sabihin Instagram. Oh my gosh.
Instagram.
Alright, so mga kaibigan, sana marami kayo natutunan sa ating bisita ngayon, si Julie Miranda. At huwag kayong mag-atubiling mag-reach out sa kanya kasi handang-handa naman siyang tumulong talaga. At saka marami siyang mga upcoming mga seminars, mga events. Julie, gusto mo bang i-announce dito kung meron kang mga regular, halimbawa, weekend seminars na ino-offer nyo para mas matuto yung mga nanonood sa atin?
Yes, I actually offer a financial literacy program, and it's more of wealth management, different topics. Meron akong 5 pillars of wealth.
Hmm.
I also have estate planning. I have a team when it comes to estate planning, like I have an accountant or CPA with me and a lawyer with me because we talk about the legalities of legacy planning and estate planning. At the same time, we open the books of the corporation and, and there's so many things there. Kasi estate planning, legacy planning is another story.
Hmm.
Financial planning is another story.
Alam mo
So,
yung sinasabi ni Julie, totoo yan
level
kasi
na talaga.
meron
Well,
silang legacy plan, meron silang estate plan na hindi sila yung nakapangalan doon, kundi yung halimbawa yung trust, no? Yung parang may trust fund kung tawagin.
correct.
You know what? We should invite you again for another episode just for that.
About, yeah.
Ayan,
There,
okay.
marami yon. Maraming subcategories of financial planning.
Ayan, so it's a date. So for now, um, mga kaibigan, nais kong magpasalamat kay Julie on behalf of the show 4H. Sana marami kayo natutunan sa kanya at kung nagustuhan niyo yung mga kinuwento niya, mag-like, subscribe, share naman kayo. Mag-iwan din kayo ng comment. If you wanna reach out to her, she will read them and she'll respond to them. So, narinig nyo naman, sabi ni Julie, na sa susunod na episode, pag-usapan naman natin yung legacy planning, estate planning, kasi importante yan. Dahil nga, sabi niya, we have our younger self and our older self. Ako definitely older self na ako. So, Dapat talaga pag-usapan natin yung mga bagay na yan. So, tandaan natin muli, no, na ang pag-aaral ay isang biyahe na walang katapusang tanawin, or learning is a never-ending journey with limitless vistas. Good day.